that. Look at that. Look at that fire, baby.
In order to make a gingerbread house as big as a Barbie, we'll need to make gingerbread sheets that are the size of cookie sheets, roughly 14 by 20 inches. So we are doubling our gingerbread batch. A gingerbread sheet that size is really hard. I know, I watched my mom do it. These are your ingredients. Half a cup of brown sugar, 4 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2.5 teaspoons of ginger. You should have seen my mom's face when we brought home gingerbread. For this you need powdered ginger, not ginger root. 2 teaspoons of ground cloves, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 6 tablespoons of butter, 1 whole cup of sticky, icky corn syrup. Do not touch it. It gets all over your hands and then all over your shirt, and you're sticky for days. So let's toss all this in the pot and mix it up. Sticky, icky. Now you put on the mixer paddle, and then you just lock it, and then you activate it. It already looks like gingerbread. It sure smells like gingerbread too. Use a spatula to push down stuff like corn syrup. And then you're gonna add 1/3 of the flour at a time. Well, I wouldn't suggest putting it all. The last of the flour, you have to get some more flour. Now you have to grab it with your hands. Move the gingerbread from the bowl to the parchment paper. Sprinkle it with flour and start to toss it around. Another piece of parchment paper on top. And looking at this object we have right here, I'm sure you can probably guess what we're gonna do. That's right, we're gonna rolling it down. But I think we're gonna need a bigger rolling pin. Work the gingerbread between the 2 pieces of parchment paper until it gets to the desired width. This is a long, frustrating process. Don't forget to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Woo, we made a lot of progress on the rolling, but we have to keep going. The parchment paper will prevent it from sticking and getting ruined. Take out all your stress on the rolling. It's kind of therapeutic. After you cut out all your pieces, bake them in the oven 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. Let it cool completely after it's baked. Woo! We're done baking. Now that we're done, all we need to do is put the pieces together and hope that nothing breaks. Make sure you decorate the walls before you put them together. Let's go mix up the frosting.
To make royal icing, use 1 egg white. Then add 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. Stir the mixture slow until it makes a nice paste. Add another 1.5 cup of powdered sugar. I know it sounds like a lot, but just trust me. Now add a splash of water. Whoa, not too much. Blend again. Well, it looks like we need even more water. This royal icing is perfect. Here are a few frosting quick tips. You want it to start off runnier because it dries as you work with it. Add as much water to get it to the right consistency. And if you add too much, just add more powdered sugar. Let's get to building.
Like my brother said, you have to frost things before you put them together. Once you mix the icing, use it to highlight your details of the design. Looking good. That took so long. Now it's time for the real test. Putting it together. Putting these walls together is no joke. The frosting took us a long time to use. It was so hard. So we kind of technically cheated by using hot glue. Don't judge me. It's hard. I'm looking at this room and I think a fireplace should go right here. Let's get to it. What? We have all these Kit Kats unwrapped. It took us a long time. And now we're going to use all of them to make a Ken-sized fireplace. We finished our brick fireplace. And we added another wall. But look at all those cracks in both walls. We need to find some way to block these cracks. I don't know which way. I'm not sure. Do you guys know? Maybe we need to change our design and add some furniture or something. So we got all of our gingerbread. Now look at all that detail on the gingerbread table. This is the tabletop. Look at those details on the legs. It kind of looks like a paw print. I was going for a scroll, but I'm gonna go with it. Let's say a prayer and try to put this together. Code for call mom. Here's all the pieces for the 4 chairs. You can see the gingerbread changes shape when it cooks and color. When you put them together, make sure you find the best combination of pieces. What I did here. I'm pretty proud of myself. We used these Berlin cookies for logs. We burnt candy and broke it to make the fire. These are the stocking holders for Little Z, KBB, and Mr. Neat. Hope Santa brings us some presents. Which reminds me, let's get up our Christmas tree so we can get our presents. I think I'm gonna put my tree right here to hide all these cracks. Don't take a look as good as you want them to, but you should just go with it because on camera it looks really good, but if you've seen this scene in real life, it kind of looks ugly. And we're on day 3 and I'm tired. Being a YouTuber is hard work, but so much fun. Like and subscribe so you can see more awesome videos. If you guys have cracks in your wall, use hot glue to keep them together, and if they're too messy, use an object to block the hot glue cracks. And so that tip is you can always change your designs no matter what happens. Tip number 2. If you have a makeup brush handy, use it to wet away like it's a broom. Get out of here, crumbs. And my 3rd tip is use hot water on a paintbrush to clean away any mess by frosting dribbles or anything. And you can use anything to decorate your gingerbread house. Like us, this is everything we got. Look at these gingerbread sprinkles, they're perfect Barbie size. We're gonna try to make a turkey out of silver color mist, peanut marzipan, a marshmallow, and a sesame cookie. So you got the gray color mist, and you spray it onto the cookies. Get it nice and coated. And then use the paintbrush to spread. It's really shiny. You got your marzipan, and then you need to take some of it and turn it into a turkey. Ooh, looks a little dry. Let's add some water. If you guys add too much water, don't worry. Just add another piece of marzipan. And we have
add 2 more marzipan to make this shape. Then once you got it like this, mold it into a turkey. Pinch off a little from the back so you can use it to make the leg. Once you got it in a turkey shape, set it on your tray. You're going to need to make the legs. You're going to need to take these 2 pieces apart, roll them into balls, and then you're going to need to roll them out a tiny bit, but you can't break the marzipan. And once you got it rolled out like this big, you put it right there. And put it right there. And then you got your turkey leg, but where is the bone? You need to rip out a pot where it has a marshmallow, just like that. Tear it in half. Roll these, break a toothpick in half, because you're only going to need a little bit. And then you put it right there, and smooch it in there, like that. And then you're going to do the same for the other side. Break, jab, put. Wow, this looks so good. That turkey looks raw. You're right, KBB. We're going to paint it with a little brown food coloring. Now, how do you make brown food coloring, you might ask? Well, you take a green and red, but you don't have to have green and red. It can be any secondary and primary color. They'll all make brown if you mix them together. Let's cook this turkey with water. Good. I can't wait to see it on my Christmas table. Wow, our table is looking really good, but it looks like there's more room on this table for more food. Let's make some more. We have a gingerbread cookie bowl. We have this gummy popcorn on up here, cause if you put it in there, it looks like some yummy corn. I'm gonna use this tamarind candy and frosting to try to make mashed potatoes and gravy. This sticky candy looks like gravy, don't you think? Mashed potatoes with frosting. I know, right? Guys, look at this. It kind of looks like mashed potatoes now. So let's smush it around with my finger. Let's see if we can make this gravy work. Let's try this gravy business. How can I turn this into gravy? And it'll come out better on this side. Yeah. And smoosh it around there. Like everywhere.
Mashed potatoes and gravy, my favorite. Hey guys, you like this table we made?
I think the Christmas table looks great.
I'm gonna eat this whole table.
Check out my parents having a cozy little snuggle in the living room. Santa, what are you doing here? Oh, ho, ho, don't you worry, I'll use Amazon Prime. Don't worry, I'm following California's stay-at-home order. I'm gonna help myself to some of these delicious cookies. Traditions is to sit by the fireplace and eat some cookies and drink some milk.